Hey, welcome to God of Motivation. My name is Christian or DJ Ziggy. Um, and the YouTube channel is called It's Ziggy 100 because I try to keep it 100. Um, but today we're gonna be talking about how you're never really alone in your struggles. Today I'm gonna be talking about how God saved me from heartbreak, loneliness, and betrayal. Wow. Yeah. Heartbreak, loneliness, and betrayal. This is God of Motivation, everybody. So, it all started freshman year. When my dad was like, "Hey son, do you want to like DJ a football game?" And I was like, "That sounds awesome. I love DJing. I love football. You put them together. I'm a happy guy, right?" 2 weeks later, I'm literally DJing at my school's football game. Never in a million years would I thought I'd do anything like that or anything like this, bro. I'm starting a podcast. What the heck? I'm sorry, y'all. This is just crazy to me. Anyway, right? I'm DJing this football game, and it's not raining. I don't think. I actually don't know if it's raining or not. All I know is that there was a lightning bolt, right? It was like a movie scene. It was like a bolt of lightning, and then like everybody saw it, like a flash of lightning, and then blackout. Like the whole field, the lights and everything go out. My power cuts out for like 10 seconds, longest 10 seconds ever. The other school actually had a DJ around this time, which was also insane, right? So his music somehow did not go out, but mine did for 10 seconds. And my brother standing right next to me, who's also a DJ, he's like, "Bro, play Fireflies." And I was like, yes, right? And so I play it, and everybody like holds out their flashlights. It's pretty sick. However, during this football game, I have this little sound effect, right, that says, "Oh snap, that's DJ Ziggy." And so I dropped that a couple of times during this football game, and I really didn't think anything of it, right? Just thought I was just doing what I like, watching a sport that I like to watch, right? And so Monday comes around, and some of the football players are like, "Oh snap, that's DJ Ziggy." And some other like random kids that I don't even know are like, "That's DJ Ziggy. That's DJ," like around the whole school, right? And I'm like, "What the heck? This is kind of cool, right?" I'm a freshman kid, and I don't know. I don't want to use the word popular, but like, we'll just say I was getting known, right? And so I DJ'd a couple more football games, and my dad was like, "You should have like some stickers, like business cards as stickers." And I was like, "Yes." Wow. Did those things go by? Like, I remember this one time when I was just handing out these stickers, and this guy at a football game was like putting the stickers literally all over his body. Some people sent me like DMs of stickers on their phone or on their mirror. People were like, "Bro, I got your sticker in my locker." Like, I was like, "What the heck?" Um, so yeah, like it was a pretty good idea to give out those to high school kids. Um, but around freshman year, I got my first ever girlfriend, right? Um, that lasted about a year. Now we're going to sophomore year. I want to say around December. Yeah, December. It just started getting toxic. November, December started getting toxic, and I felt like I wasn't the best at communicating, which is very key in a relationship. Those who are dating, communication is key, right? And I felt like I wasn't the best at the time, and you know, I think that's like what I really struggled with in the relationship, and I felt like towards the end when I really did try to communicate, it would just like for me, it felt like it would go in one ear and out the other for her, and it just felt like she didn't care almost, and I was like, well, dang, okay. And then on top of that, she wanted like she's like, "I need a break," and she said that more than you can count on both hands. Is like, "I need a break up. We're breaking up. I need a break." More than you can count on both hands. And I'm not trying to like say anything, just trying to keep it 100. It's Ziggy 100. Just kidding. Just a little shout. Um, but yeah, like be like, "We need a break," and I was like, "What?" Right? And so, yeah, I just feel like you're not doing this, and this, and I was like, it really hurt. It really hurt, right? And so towards the end, it just got really like toxic, and I couldn't do it anymore. I really could not do it anymore, and I don't know how. I really don't, but I became friends with this girl, and you know, she was super sweet. She was super nice, you know. And I'm not gonna say I didn't like feel like attracted to her, because I did. I definitely did, right? But like during my relationship with my ex, never once did I flirt with her. If anything, it was more like, hey, me and my girlfriend at the time are fighting. What's your advice? Oh, what are you guys fighting about? It would always be advice about my ex, if anything, all the times we talked. And the crazy thing is, my ex says I cheated. And like, you can say I did, you can say I didn't. I personally believe that I didn't, but yeah, I got called the cheater, my best friend at the time that I grew up with since preschool was like, bro, go hang out with her, go hang out with her, go hang out with her. This one day at lunch, because me and my ex were like fighting and arguing not the entire day, but since the morning, so I guess like half the day, because it's lunchtime right now. And so I was like, no, people will take pictures, so why would I go hang out with the girl? And he was like, just do it, just do it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to go hang out with this girl. And he was like, bro, go. And I was like, go with me then. If you want me to go hang out with this girl so bad, go with me. I have you there. Sorry, headphone users. I just tapped this right now. Sorry. But I was like, I have you there. No one's going to take pictures. He was like, bet. So we go meet up with her, and she's like, so what are you and your girlfriend arguing about this time? I was like, honestly, I don't really even know. I don't know, right? I in fact did know. It was just so stupid. It was just so stupid. We were fighting over a sweater. It's crazy. But yeah, and my best friend at the time, that I told to stay around so people wouldn't take pictures, left within less than 10 minutes. So now I'm hanging out with this chick and her friends the entire lunchtime, right? And at the time I wasn't like one of those guys that just like, oh, I gotta go, right? Like back then I thought that was me, but like now it's just like, it's a personal thing, So I stayed. Terrible idea. Because, yes, people took pictures and then sent them to my girlfriend. On top of that, I had work this day with my brother, right? So I was DJing, and my ex-girlfriend was texting me, blowing up my phone, calling me. And I don't know if I answered her or not. I don't really remember. I remember my friend saying, like, hey, like, I know she's calling you. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'll talk to her later, but only because like I was at work and my job is to be like entertain, and I don't like to deal with negative things while I'm entertaining people, right? While I'm working, while I'm doing my job. And so as I'm like doing this, we get done around like 10:30. I get home around like 11:30, and I call her, right? First thing I say is like, hey, like, how was your day? Immediately I hear tears in her eyes, and she's like, are you cheating on me? And I was like, no. I was like, that's one thing I would never do is cheat. And she said, I saw the pictures, Christian. And I was like, it's not what it looks like. It's really not what it looks like. Right? Like, my friend was bugging me to go hang out with this chick, would not leave me alone about it. I was like, come with me and, like, let me just go get advice real quick. What should I do? What can I do? And I was like, go ask him. She asked him, and he said, no, I never said that. Betrayal. While I'm on the call with her on this night, I was like, however, I do think I am falling out of love with you. Probably one of the harshest things I can ever say to a girl, or anyone really, is I think I'm falling out of love with you. But like, honestly, at the time, it was just like, so sorry, headphone users. At the time, it was just like, I couldn't do it, It was just like, it was toxic. We were always fighting. I felt like I wasn't being heard, really did feel like I just needed a break, right? And so we break up on call. Um, and honestly, I woke up the next morning feeling like this huge weight off my shoulders. Like I was like free pretty much. I don't know how to say it in a better way cuz that sounds kind of mean, but you know, it just felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders. And then like another day went by and I felt good, but like then it like hit me like, wow, we're like really done, right? I would see her like laughing and being herself, and I was like, dang, like good for her, but like we're done, right? And then me and this girl started hanging out more, talking more, and I was like, oh, she's pretty cool. And then it wasn't like until like I don't know, day 5, if that, where I was like, yeah, you're not her, right? Where it was just like, you're cool, but like I can't be dating right now. And it wasn't like I can't be dating right now. It was like I'm still in love with someone that I thought I was like not in love with anymore. And yeah, but she went out and told her friends like, "Hey, he cheated." I think she didn't say it because she was mad. I think she like really she genuinely thinks I cheated, but I don't think I cheated. I really don't. And so my reputation kind of like got ruined. It was just like DJ Ziggy one year was his freshman year, was like this DJ, super cool. It was just like in a blink of an eye, it was just like now I'm a cheater. Like it was crazy. And yeah. And then I kind of got bullied a little bit after that, and yeah, it was downhill from there. And then junior comes around, and I actually went to online school because it was all bad. Sophomore year was a bad year. And junior year comes around, and now I'm not friends with the people I grew up with anymore because one lied on my name, and that one that lied on my name was I wouldn't say like the leader of the group, but like everybody, like where he went, everybody followed, so I guess he was kind of the leader of the group, right? Everyone listened to him. And so yeah, like I literally didn't talk to anyone anymore. No one was checking up on me or anything. Yeah, it was a pretty rough time, and I spent a year and a half by myself. I had like maybe 3 friends. Yeah, 3, 4 friends. Who I didn't see, but like they would like text me here and there for this year and a half. It was crazy. And then I went out and I DJ'd this kid's Sweet 16, and it was pretty cool. It's like exactly what I needed, right? These kids were sick. They were cool. One of them like knew who I was and didn't even go to the school that I went to. It was insane how like it was. I was like shocked. I was baffled, and he was like telling his friends, he was like, "Guys, this is DJ Z. Like he's here." And his friends were like, okay, like did not know who I was, and like that was I didn't expect that kind of reaction ever, right? And I just got to know these kids, and they were actually super cool. One of them had a cross like tattoo, and I was like, "That's pretty sick, bro. You go to church?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to like just starting to get into it." He goes, "Yeah, man, I've been going for a year. Like honestly, best year of my life. God really saved me." And he's like, "What church do you go to?" I told him what church I went to. And he said, "Do you go to their youth group?" I was like, "No, I don't." He goes, "I've been like once, bro. It's pretty sick. You should try it." I was like, "All right, like yeah, for sure." And 2 weeks later, like was the first time I went to the youth group, and honestly, like best year of my life. This past year of like just getting to know God and being in a community and a family of people that want to see me as like the best version of myself and like lead me to help me pursue chasing God, which is really really cool, which is what I think friends should do, is like just help you be the best version of yourself and push you to that. And that's the friends that I have now. And God helped me overcome loneliness by that. You see, in the storms and in the struggles, I wouldn't have ever guessed that I would have ever came back from being called a cheater, from the heartbreak and from the betrayal, and like the loneliness, like that took a toll on me. It was just like when I went to that youth group, it was just like I made friends within like the first day, but like I didn't know them, so but like they're my best friends now, right? But it was just so hard to like open up my arms and like be like around people, just because like the people I grew up with kind of just stabbed me in the back. And over time, as I got to know these people and I got to open up and share my story, like I was very scared to share my story, but they heard me and they were like, "That's not you anymore. Like that's really not you, and like you've grown and you changed." And now, honestly, I want to inspire. That's really what I want to do, because you're never alone. I thought I was alone. God saved me. God like literally said, "No, these aren't the friends for you, and I'm going to show you right now." And what God did was like, "Goodbye. You're going to be alone for a while. Hello to your new friends," right? Like that's all he did. He knew he has a plan for you. He has a plan for you. My favorite Bible verse is John 13:7. It says, "You may not understand now, but later you will." And to me, that's just like insane, right? You may not understand now what I am doing, but later you will. And like, it's like if I knew what God was doing, I would never have been scared. I would never have been hurt. And like, okay, I would have been hurt, but like, I would never have like been so anxious and nervous and like, what's next for me? Because like now where I am is just like, I'm confident. And like back then I was prideful, and I'm not. And like confidence to me isn't like, oh, you're being prideful. No, like, I try to keep it humble, and I'm like, I try to be like a down to earth person and hear you. And another verse, I don't know where it is in the Bible, but I think it's in John, where it says like, who are we to judge when I too have sinned, right? And so like I would always look at other people like what are you doing, bro? But like if I look at myself, it's just like I've sinned. I literally can't tell you what you're doing wrong, because I have done things wrong in my life as well. So you know what? Like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And that's okay, because that's the way God designed us, like that. But you know what? He also designed us in his image and in his likeness. He also gave us free will. There we go. That's the word. I don't know why I forgot that. He also gave us free will, right? Whether you believe it or you don't, he gave us free will. And I don't know how to tell you, but like my story is just like, I thought I was gone. I really did. I thought I hit my max, and then like it fell. And I thought I would never get to where I was. And you know what, guys? I got to where I was, and I got to so much more, because I dropped everything. I dropped the pride. I dropped the ego. And it hurts, guys. It hurts to do that. It really does. It's like, dang, I'm not as good as I thought I was. But you know what? That's okay. Because nobody is. Nobody is. And you shouldn't be. Honestly, y'all. This video that I'm about to release, this first ever podcast, is not going to be as good as I want it to be. And that's okay. Want to know why? Because it's not about me. It's about God. Honestly. I have been wanting this video to be perfectly perfect. And now, as I'm in the moment and I'm saying this on camera, I'm going to look dead in the camera at this. This video is not going to be perfect. And that's okay. The only reason why I'm trying to start this video is to bring people to God, is to be a vessel. Because God knows you. And he wants a relationship with you. And he loves you. So if you're going through something right now and you're struggling right now with whatever it may be, just know you're not alone. Just know you will never be alone. And there is a guy that will literally forgive you. I'm telling you straight up, he will forgive you. I'm telling you this right now, he knows you by name. And he loves you. And if there was someone that said that to me, looked me dead in the eyes and said that, I would say, you're crazy. And if there was someone that said, you're going to make a podcast doing this right now, I would have said, you're crazy. So you know what? I'm here right now. I am living proof. And I have so much more friends that will be on this podcast as well. This is God and Motivation. My name is Christian. I go by DJ Ziggy. You'll be okay. I promise. This is Ziggy 100. You will be okay. Have faith, man. And don't ever give up. You see, because in the valley, that's where you learn. In the valley, that's where you go through the struggle. But you know what? What we don't see the first time in the valley, what I didn't see the first time in the valley, was that you're actually walking up a hill that you don't even know is there. So when you walk up this hill, and you get on top of this hill, and you're finally feeling like you're okay, and that you're free, and the weight of the world is finally off your shoulders, guess what? You look out, and now you're on top of a mountain. But now you know that there's mountains, and there's valleys. The mountains are so good. The highest of the highs, the peaks. But the valleys, the lowest of the lows, they hurt. But they also help you learn. And without them, you wouldn't grow. Like without rain, plants wouldn't grow, right? And without sun, they wouldn't grow, right? And if it was just sun, they would dry up. You can't have good all the time. You need a little bit of water. You need a little bit of rain. And that's okay. That is okay. I'd rather have rain and grow than sun and just like dry out. Than have sun and just be like, okay, I'm fine right here. No, I don't want to be fine right here. I want to keep going and I want to keep learning and progressing. That's exactly what this road with God is. And you know what? It's so amazing the amount of things that you like look back on and you're like, wow, I was stupid making this podcast. Like, saying this out loud, y'all, I said it before, but you know what? Saying it out loud and looking myself in camera and like looking at the camera, it's like, dang, I was stupid, right? Like I just told y'all we were fighting over a sweater, me and my ex. Like, how does that even happen? How do I let that happen, right? Like, what the heck? You know, I'm 18 now, though, so I still have a lot of growing up to do. But you know what? I know that I'm not going to do it alone. And I know that I have God. And every time that I mess up, I know that I can go to Him. And sometimes it's hard to go to Him. Because you want to be so good. But you know what? You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. And I'm not one to judge you. I'm not. And right now, on this podcast, on this YouTube, on this Spotify, whatever it may be that you're hearing this, watching this on, I just want to say, man, like, I want this to be a community where we can go in the comment section and we can tell each other, hey, like, I just messed up today, like, prayer requests, all these things, right? Because in the end, it's going to be fine. You just need to know who God is. You just need to let God in your heart. And you know what? For me, it was super hard because, like, it was just like, how do I know He's not going to leave me too? Honestly, how do I know that this man is not going to leave me too, like everybody else did? I literally grew up with these kids. How do I know that this man isn't going to leave me too? And then you read the Bible. And then you see all the miracles that Jesus has did. Like how this girl had so much faith in Jesus that when he was teaching through a door, there was a whole crowd, and she had went on the roof with her paralyzed friend and like dug a hole through the roof and like lowered him down with other friends. They lowered him down, and she had so much faith that she asked God, can you heal him, please? She asked Jesus, heal him, please. And Jesus said, take your mat and walk. And this man literally got up and took his mat and started walking. That's the God that's Jesus, the guy that walked on this earth, that turned water into wine. That's Jesus. The guy that saved us, that died on the cross for us, that took the punishment we deserve for us, to save us. He didn't want to do it, but he knew he had to do it. He lived his 33 years of life knowing knowing his ending, knowing how he was going to die. But he didn't worry about how he was going to die the entire time he was alive. To me, that's crazy. To me, if I knew how I was going to die and how badly it was going to be, I would be like, Father, you need to pick another one. Because I don't want to do it. But Jesus knew it had to be him. And he knew he was going to be okay because he had his Father in the sky. So you know what? This is God and Motivation. And my name is Christian. And I want to be someone to tell you not to give up. That you have a purpose in this life. That you have so much more to live, so much more to give. And that you will be okay. Don't let anyone or anything, nobody, tell you what you can't do. What you can do. What you should do. Do what you love to do. And go out and you accomplish it, alright? You're going to be okay. I don't know what it is you're going through right now. I don't know what it is you've gone through. I don't know if you made it out yet. If you're still in the valley. Or if you're on the mountain. Wherever you are right now. I want you to take a look back. And see how far you've gone. Because I know, personally, it's hard. And you have all this weight on your shoulders. But when you look back and see where you are now, no matter if it's 1 step, 2 steps, even just a little crawl, progress is progress, man. And in this life, we chase perfection. But right now, I'm telling you, it's progress, not perfection. Everyone wants to see the destination. But what it really is, it's the journey. This is episode 1 of God and Motivation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all next time. Peace.